Hi everyone, this is Chandan and welcome to Chandan Logics. Hope all you guys are preparing well and staying safe at your home. In this video, we are going to discuss IBPS RRB PO 2020 reasoning paper, and I am going to share you the best strategy to score maximum marks from reasoning paper. And if you observe, for any competitive exam, proper approach and proper strategy is very important. If you observe IBPS RRB PO preliminary examination, we get 40 questions from arithmetic, 40 questions from reasoning. So overall you are going to get 80 questions and we have just 45 minutes of time. Now just imagine, if you observe here, we can spend for each question only 30 seconds of time. Now can we solve each question in 30 seconds of time without proper strategy, proper analysis and proper practice? Is it possible? So it's not possible. That is the reason for any competitive exam, proper strategy, proper analysis, proper approach and proper practice is going to play vital role. Now what I am going to do is, in examination point of view, what kind of questions we are going to get in reasoning and which questions you are supposed to do first, which questions you are supposed to do last, and which questions you are supposed to skip in the examination. We are going to discuss all those things. Why means getting answer is not important. Getting the answer in the given time is very important. It's all about game of time. You are supposed to solve answers in the given time. If you are going to solve the questions in the given time, then only you are going to get success in the examination. Okay. Now if you observe, in this paper, we got 5 questions from code inequalities, 5 questions from coding and decoding, 10 questions from seating arrangement, 15 questions from puzzles, 3 questions from blood relations, 2 questions from alphabet and number series. So truly speaking, you can score code inequalities 5 questions in just 2 minutes of time. And if you are really smart and you have practiced well, you can score them in 1.5 minutes also. And coding and decoding, you can solve these 5 questions in just 2 minutes of time. Blood relation, you can solve these 3 questions in 1.5 minute time. Alphabet, you can solve these 2 questions in 1 minute time. Which means, if you observe here, you are going to get almost 15 marks around 5 to 6 minutes of time. Yes or no? Just 5 to 6 minutes of time, you are going to get 15 marks, and the remaining marks, 10 questions from seating arrangement and 15 questions from puzzle. Now if you observe, we have total 25 marks here, which means you are going to get total 5 sets. Now definitely out of these 5 sets, at least 3 sets will be easy or moderate level. So first of all, you need to do that easy or moderate level one. Only after that you need to go for complicated seating arrangement or complicated puzzles question. Okay. Without having proper knowledge, if you are going to write examination, then definitely you can't solve all these questions in the given time. What actually happens in examination is 99% whenever you are appearing for examination, the first question is going to be either seating arrangement question or puzzle question. Now what most of the students will do is, like, as they don't practice earlier, they try to attempt the seating arrangement question or puzzle question in the beginning. But you are not supposed to do that in examination. First you are supposed to score standard marks. These are like standard marks. Code inequalities, coding and decoding, blood relations, alphabet. These are standard marks where you are having definite shortcut. If you are going to practice very well, then you can get these marks in almost like 5 to 6 minutes of time, which means you are getting almost 15 marks in 6 minutes of time. Then you have to spend the remaining time on seating arrangement and puzzles. But you are not supposed to do in the beginning only seating arrangement or puzzles. If you are going to do that, then obviously you are going to waste lot of time in examination. Okay. And why the reason is, for seating arrangement and puzzles, there is no definite shortcut. The only thing you have is, like, if you are practicing it regularly, then your analysis, your speed, everything is going to increase. So only through practice you can score good marks from seating arrangement or puzzles. That is the reason each and every aspirant preparing for bank examinations, you have to practice at least every day 2 to 3 questions from seating arrangement and puzzles. Every day you have to do that. Only if you're going to do it every day, then only you can score more number of marks in less time. If you are not going to do that, then obviously you can't solve them in the given time. Getting answer is not important. Getting the answer in the given time is very, very important. That is only going to decide your job. Okay. So you have to solve first code inequalities, after that coding and decoding, after that blood relations, after that alphabet. Sometimes you are going to get directions questions also. Sometimes you get alphanumeric also. So these are like topics where you are having definite shortcuts. So first you have to do this. So you are going to get more number of marks in less time. After that you have to do seating arrangement and puzzles. While doing seating arrangement puzzles also, first you have to do easy seating arrangement, easy puzzle questions. So you have to decide which is easy, which is complicated. You can decide this only if you are practicing regularly. If you are practicing regularly, then you will come to know. By reading the question itself, you will come to know whether this is easy or complicated. Okay. Next, if you observe, if you want to download PDF of this question paper, just go and join our Telegram group. So Telegram group link we have provided in the description. Just go and join that. Okay. And next, if you are looking for Telugu video, just go and subscribe Chandan Logics Telugu YouTube channel. We have provided link in the description. Okay. And next, coming to, don't forget to share our videos with all your friends. Why means we are going to deal our videos completely in English medium from now onwards. Try to share our videos with maximum number of friends who are preparing for competitive exams. Okay. So look at the first question. This is our first question. As I told you, we are going to get 5 questions from code inequalities. So this is first question from code inequalities. And if you are able to mark the answer, you can just comment your answer in the comment box. Okay. So this is your statement and this is your conclusion. First conclusion, CG. Look, this is C and this is G. So if we need to find relation between CG, G is having relation with N and N is having relation with T. Yes or no? Now just very simple, observe. W is equal to T. In place of W, replace it with T. Yes. C greater than T. C greater than T. We can write it as T less than C. Yes. Now look here. G less than N. N less than or equal to T. T less than C. Now if you observe, common symbol is what? Common symbol is less than. So G less than C. G less than C is same as C greater than G. So first one is going to be right answer. And look here. You are going to mark this once if you know the shortcut. Once if you know the shortcut, then you can solve these questions by just looking. You don't need your pen and paper also. But first you have to know the rules and the shortcuts. Once if you know that, then it's going to be very easy. Next, relation between W and N. We know that W is equal to T. Yes or no? Now in place of T, I can replace W. Now N less than equal to W. N less than equal to W is same as W greater than equal to N. Yes. Which means both 1 and 2 is going to be our answer. Okay. That is like option 3. Look at the next one. We need relation between DC. This is D and this is C. Yes or no? So this is D and this is C. Now if you observe, what is relation between AC? AC relation, we don't have relation between AC. Why means opposite symbol. If we don't have relation between AC, then how do we get relation between DC? Why means for D and C to connect, common we are having A as common. But first of all, we don't have relation between AC. Why means opposite symbol. As we don't have relation, this is going to be wrong answer. Next relation between BG. If we observe relation between BG, look here. C equal to F, F greater than G. Yes or no? Now look, B greater than equal to C. Now in place of C, I can replace F. If I replace F, B greater than equal to F, F greater than G. So common symbol is greater than, so B greater than G, it's going to be right answer. So we can say only 2 is going to be true. Very, very simple. And you have to know the rules. Once if you know the rules, then obviously you can solve them very easily. Look at the next question. Unit relation between B, M. So this is M and this is B. Yes or no? Now look here. B equal to C, which means in place of C, I can replace B. In place of C, I can replace B. Now M less than or equal to B. But here it is given as B greater than M. So wrong answer. Next, relation between DA. To find relation between DA, D is here, A is here. Yes. Now the common is going to be what? Common between DA is nothing but who? common is nothing but m. Yes. Now if you observe here, D less than m, m less than equal to c. Now here a greater than c, a greater than c we can write it as c less than a, yes or no? A greater than c we can write it as c less than a. Now observe here, if we observe relation between dA, this is d, this is a. Common symbol is what? Less than. So d less than a, it's going to be right answer. So we can say only 2 is going to be true. Very, very simple. Look at the next one. We need relation between u, r. This is u, yes or no? Where is r? This is r. So you need relation between u, r. If you need to find relation between u, r, u is here and r is here. Now who is common here? Who is common means y is common, yes or no? Look here, here we have y and here also we have y. So y is common. Relation between y, u is nothing but what? Y less than equal to u. Yes, y less than equal to u. Relation between y, r is what? Y, r relation is y greater than equal to r. Now we can write this as, r less than equal to y. Yes or no? Y greater than equal to r, we can write it as r less than equal to y. Now relation between r, u is nothing but r less than or equal to u. Now r less than equal to u can be written as u greater than equal to r. Look here, this is u greater than r, this is u equal to r, which means our answer is going to be either 1 or 2 is true. Why means relation between r, u is r less than equal to u. R less than equal to u is same as u greater than equal to r. You have one option saying u greater than r. You have one more option saying u equal to r. Yes or no? So one option u greater than r, one option u equal to r. As our relation is greater than or equal, we are supposed to mark it as either or. So answer for this question will be either 1 or 2 is true. Okay. Look at the next one. Relation between T, L. This is L. Yes or no? This is T. Okay. Now if you observe, we need relation between T, L. So this is L. This is T. And who is going to be common here to connect? T is connected with O, L. Yes or no? Now relation between, look here. Already we have relation between T, L directly. Relation between T, L we have directly. T less than L. Directly we have T less than L. So right answer. Okay. Relation between P, J. P is here. J is here. P equal to Q. Yes. Now in place of Q we can replace P. If we replace P, J less than equal to P. J less than equal to P same as P greater than equal to J. Yes. So both of them are right. As both of them are right, we can mark it as both 1 and 2 are true. So if you observe here, we got 5 out of 5 questions. And you are supposed to solve these 5 out of 5 questions in just 1.5 to 2 minutes. You can't spend more than this. And to solve them in 1.5 to 2 minutes, first of all, you need to know the proper approach for that. You need to know the rules for that. You need to know the shortcuts for that. Once if you know the shortcuts, look here, this is just a process of looking them and marking the answers. Once if you know the shortcuts, you can look at them and you can mark the answer. If you does not know the shortcut, how you are going to mark the answer? Yes or no? Next we have 5 questions from coding and decoding. This is coding and decoding. So if you observe here, how many statements you have? You have 4 statements. Look here. People visit many auditorium is written as BHOAPUKI. Many places like visit is written as PUMHJKOA. And you have some statements here. Now based upon this, we have some questions. Okay. Look here. First one, what is the code for word discover? So we need to know code for discover. Very simple. These are your statements and these are your codes. First of all, know where do you have the word discover. Discover is in the 3rd statement. Discover is in the 4th statement. Yes or no? Which means we need code common in 3rd, 4th. In 3rd, 4th, what is common? In 3rd, 4th, what is common means EG is common. Yes or no? In 3rd, 4th, EG is common. Other than EG, nothing was common. So we can directly mark answer as EG. Yes or no? Very simple. Discover word is common in 3rd, 4th. For this, you need a common code here. In these two, that is 3rd, 4th, common is only EG. So you can directly mark answer as EG. Okay. Next one. Which of the following word is coded as KI? KI what? Look here. Here we have KI. Yes or no? Here also we have KI. Again anywhere we have KI? No. Which means KI code is common in 1st, 4th. we need a common word in first fourth. In first fourth, common word is what? Visit. Visit is common. Yes or no? So we can directly say our answer is going to be visit. Is it clear? Very, very simple. These type of questions you can mark just by looking at the question. Next, what is the code for word visit? What is the code for word visit? Just a minute. I think we have committed a mistake here. We need code for KI. KI is here. KI is here. Yes or no? K is here. K is here. Now visit is common here, and anything common? Yes. Auditorium is also common. Just look here. If you observe here, in first one and fourth one, visit is common. Auditorium is also common. But if you observe here, visit is there in the second one also. But if you observe here, I don't have KI in the second, which means I need a word which is common in only first fourth. Why means KI code is common only in first fourth. So I need a word which is common in first fourth. Word which is common in first fourth is auditorium. Auditorium is common in first fourth. So answer is going to be auditorium. Okay. Next, what is the code for word visit? Code for word visit, look here. Just now we came to know visit is in first, visit is in second, visit is in fourth. We need a common code in first, second, fourth. First, second, fourth, what is the common code? Look here, what is the common? You have PU, OA, and look here, you have OA. Yes, so in the first one, in the second one, in the fourth one, we have common code. What is that common code? OA is common. As OA is common, our answer is going to be OA. So code for visit code is nothing but OA. Is it clear? Very simple. Next, what will be the code for discover grievance? So discover grievance code is going to be what? You have word discover here, yes or no? Where is discover? Discover is here, discover is here. Yes. Now just you found what is code for discover. Discover is what? EG, yes or no? Which means definitely EG should be there. Here you have EG, in this option no EG, in this option no EG, in this option no EG, in this option you have EG. And if you observe grievance word, if you observe here, we don't have word called grievance. Yes, which means this is a new word. For new word, I need a new code, yes. Now QW, do you find QW? Yes, QW is here, which means this is old code. As this is old code, this is going to be wrong answer. Now PB is going to be a new code. If you observe, there is no PB, which means this is going to be our answer. So answer is going to be PBEG. Okay. Why means grievance is a new word. For new word, I need a new code, yes or no? So new code is going to be PB is a new code. If you observe QW, already QW we have code. Next, which of the following word is coded as BH? So we need to know code for BH. Look, this is BH, and anywhere we have BH, we don't have anywhere BH, which means we need a word common in first and third. In first, third common, people we have people common. Any more common? We don't have any more common. Only people is common. Yes. So we can say answer for this is going to be people. So even these 5 questions you are supposed to mark in 2 minutes of time. Just 2 minutes of time. You can mark these answers just by looking at this. You don't want to use your pen and paper also. You can just look at them and you can directly mark these answers. Okay. And how to mark these answers? First of all, you need to know the approach. Once you know the approach, then solving this is going to be very, very simple. Okay. Let us look at next one. Here we have question based upon blood relation. Okay. If you want, you can try it and you can also say the answers. Look here, there are 7 persons in a family, namely D, G, J, K, N, M and P. N is mother of J. So N is going to be mother. N is mother of J. Okay. D is the son-in-law of N. So D is son-in-law of N means D will marry either J or J's siblings, but what we does not know. Okay, but definitely D is going to be here. Okay, D is son-in-law. As D is son-in-law, D is going to be plus. D is son-in-law of N. G is the son of D. So G is going to be son of D. G is son of D. K is the only aunt of G. K is only aunt of G means K should be in this generation. Why means aunt? As it is aunt, it should be either father side or mother side. But where we does not know. But K should be in this generation. K is only aunt of G. Next, D does not have any brother-in-law. So D is not having any brother-in-law. Okay. So D does not have any brother-in-law. N and M are married couples. N, M are married couples. So N is a female. So obviously M is going to be a male person. N, M are married couples. Okay. D has only one brother. So D has only one brother. So D is having only one brother, it seems. So if D is having only one brother, definitely K can't be sister of D, yes or no? So definitely K is going to come here, okay? As K is aunt, K is going to be female. D has only one brother, so D is having one brother. Who is that brother? We are going to write this later, okay? And definitely these two has to be married couples, okay? These two persons will be married couples. J, D will be married couples. Total how many persons are there? 7 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are left with one person. Who is that person? D, G, J, K. So we are left with P. So this is going to be P. Is it clear? So this would be our answer. So once if you are going to solve this, automatically getting answers will be very, very simple. Okay. Look at the first question. How is P related to G? How is P related to G? Look here. How is P related to G? P is going to be what? Uncle of G. Yes. P is going to be uncle of G. So uncle. How many female members are there in the family? So you are supposed to know female members. Female members are nothing but negative sign. 1, 2, 3. Yes or no? So we have how many female members? Means 3 female members. Okay. So we have 3 female members. Next, how is M related to D? M related to D. Look here. How is M related to D? How is M related to D? Means M is going to be father-in-law of D. Yes or no? Why means D is spouse father. Spouse father is nothing but father-in-law. So answer is going to be father-in-law. So you can solve these 3 blood relation questions very easily once if you are able to represent this tree diagram. Representing this tree diagram is very important. Once if you know how to represent this tree diagram, then automatically you can solve these 5 questions very easily in examination. Okay, let us go for the next one. Next we have some questions based upon alphabet series. If it is possible to make a meaningful word from first, fourth, fifth and eighth letters of the word dominant. First letter is what? First letter is D. Next fourth letter is I. Fifth letter is N, S, and eighth letter is going to be T. So these are the letters. Using these letters we are supposed to form meaningful word systems. Then which will be third letter of the word from the left side? If only one word is going to be formed using these letters, then third letter from left side is going to be our answer, it seems. Mark X if no such word can be formed. If no word can be formed, then answer is X. Y if more than one such word can be formed. If more than one such word can be formed, then answer is going to be Y, it seems. Actually, truly speaking, to solve these type of questions, first of all you need to have good knowledge in vocabulary. Once if you have good knowledge in vocabulary, only then you can solve these type of questions. Now using the letters D, I, N, T, what are the meaningful words? Meaningful words, didn't. Didn't is going to be one meaningful word, yes or no? And one more if you observe, T-I-N-D, tinned. This is also going to be one meaningful word. Now already we got 2 words. Even if you are going to get more number of words, you need not worry about that. But as per our question, why if more than one such word can be formed? If more than one word can be formed, you are supposed to mark answer as Y. Already we are getting more than one, yes. So we can say answer for this question is going to be Y. Is it clear? And for these type of questions, you will not have any shortcuts. Okay, next. How many pair of letters are there in the word security, each of which has as many letters between them in the word in the forward and backward direction as they have between them in the English alphabetical order? Now even these type of questions are also going to come in examination. So whenever you have letters, try to change them in terms of numbers. Okay. Now S in terms of number is going to be how much? 19. Okay. E in terms of number is going to be how much? 5. C is going to be how much? 3. U is going to be how much? 21. R is going to be how much? 18. I is going to be how much? 9. Next T is going to be how much? 20. Y is going to be how much? 25. Okay. Now if you observe here, numbers are 19, 5, 3, 21, 18, 9, 20, 25. Okay. Now just observe here how many pairs are going to form. You just need to know how many pairs are there. If you look here 5, 9, can I say it is a pair? 5, 9. Why means between 5, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, matching. So 5, 9 is going to be one pair. Next, if you observe 18, 20, I can say one pair. Why means 18, 19, 20. So 18, 20 is going to be one pair. Next, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, I can say this is also one more pair. Yes or no? 21, 25 is going to be one more pair. This is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, which means 3 between. So 21, 25 is also going to be one pair. Yes. So do you have any more pairs? We don't have any more pairs. So total how many pairs are there? Means 3 pairs are there. Okay. These type of questions are also going to come in examination. Whenever you have these type of questions, the difference over here and the difference in the actual alphabet, both of them should be same. Now, if you observe between 18, 20, we are going to have only one number. Even here I am having only one number, which means actual and here both of them are having the same gap. Whenever the gap is going to be same, we can take it as a pair. So total how many pairs are there? Means we have total 3 pairs. Okay. Next, if 2 is added to each even digit and 1 is subtracted from each odd digit in the number 321754, then which number or numbers are repeated more than once? So what you have to do? 2 is added to each even and 1 is subtracted from each odd digit. 3 is odd, so you have to subtract 1. 2 is even, so you have to add 2. 1 is odd, so you have to subtract 1. Next, 7 is odd, you have to subtract 1. 5 is odd, you have to subtract 1. 4 is even, you have to add 2. Now, which number is repeated more than once? So, which number is repeated more than 1 means 4 is repeated 2 times, 6 is repeated 2 times. So, which numbers means 4, 6? Yes. So, both 4 and 6. Now, this is going to be our answer. Very simple and general question. Okay. Next, observe here. We have one question based upon puzzle. I am going to give you 5 minutes of time. Even you can also try this. Okay. You can also try this and say what is the answer for this question. So we have question based upon puzzle. There are 7 persons in a company, namely A, B, C, D, E, F and G. They have different designations starting from clerk, PO, assistant manager, manager, deputy general manager, general manager and managing director. Starting from the managing director being the highest post and clerk being the lowest post. Okay, so we have different designations and these persons in companies, namely A, B, C, D, E, so on, that was given. Okay, so you are supposed to solve this. Okay, and if you observe, they are liking different colors also, like red, blue, white, black, green, orange, yellow. Everything was given here. If you want, you can pause the video and try to say what is the answer for this. Okay, just pause the video and say what is the answer. Now I am also going to solve this. Observe carefully. So if you look here, total how many persons are there? Total you are having total 7 persons. Okay, total we have 7 persons. Okay, and it was said that they are going to work in different companies and they are having different designations also, like clerk, PO, everything was mentioned, and it is said that PO is going to be the it is said that clerk is going to be the least post. Yes or no? Clerk is going to be the least post and managing director being the highest post. Okay, managing director is going to be highest post. Total how many means 7. So total 7 persons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this will be 7. Okay. Now, as per the question, what it is said, last position. Who is last? Last is going to be clerk. Yes or no? So this is going to be clerk. Okay. And next it is going to be PO. Next it is going to be assistant manager. Yes. Next is going to be manager. Okay. Next it is going to be manager. Next it is going to be deputy general manager. And next it is going to be general manager. and next managing director. Okay, this is the order. It is very clearly said that managing director is going to take the highest position and clerk is going to take the last position. So it is then clerk, PO, assistant manager, manager, deputy general manager and managing director. This would be the order for that. Okay. Now they are going to work in different companies. Yes, they are going to work in different companies, namely A, B, C, D, so on, and they are going to like different colors also. Okay. Now look here. As per the question, it is said that the one who likes red has the highest post. The one who likes red has the highest post means this fellow, that is like managing director, he is going to have the highest post. Now he is going to like which color? Red color it seems. The one who likes red have the highest post. Next, only 3 persons have posts lower than that of B who likes blue color. B is going to like blue color it seems. Only 3 posts are there lower than B. 3 posts means look 1, 2, 3. So 3 posts only should be there lower than B, which means this should be B. Yes, and the color B is liking which color? B is going to like blue color. Okay, B is going to like blue color, and below B how many posts means only 3 posts. 1, 2, 3 posts. Is that clear? Next, F likes yellow and has a post higher than that of B. So F post is going to be higher than B it seems. Higher than B means either here or either here. Anyway, this can't be. Why? Mean this is already red. But as per the question, it is said that it is going to be yellow. Yes or no? Which means any of this should be yellow. But which one we don't know exactly. Okay. F likes yellow. So F is going to like yellow it seems. But where F is going to come, we does not know. Either F will come here or either F will come here. But where exactly, we don't have information. Next, there are 2 posts between B and E. E who likes white color. 2 posts between B, E. If this is B, 2 posts E not possible. Why? Means E is going to like which color? E is going to like white color. Yes or no? But this is already red color. So it is not possible. Here it is possible. B, E, there are how many posts it seems? There are 2 posts between. So 1, 2. Now this is going to be who? Sorry, 1, 2 posts, and this is going to be E. And E is going to like which color? E is going to like white color. Okay. There are 2 posts between B and E. E who likes white color. So E is going to like white color. Next, F is not general manager. Look, it's very clear. F is not general manager. Yes or no? As F is not a general manager, we can happily say that F can't come here. Why? Means F is yellow. Yellow already I told either it will be here or either it will be here. Now F can't come here. Definitely this is going to be F. If this is F, and we can clearly say that this is going to be yellow. Yes or no? So this is going to be yellow. Next, what it said, A likes green color and is senior to G. A is going to like green color it seems, and A is senior to G. So A is going to like green color. Okay, A is going to like green color and A is senior to G. Which means either A should come here or A should come here, but where exactly we does not know. But A is going to be senior to G. So first A will come, after that G will come somewhere in the down. Okay. Next, okay, just a minute. A likes green color and is senior to G, who is assistant manager and likes orange color. G is assistant manager it seems. Where is assistant manager? Look this one. G is assistant manager and G is going to like which color? G is going to like orange color. Okay, G is going to like orange color. Now A is going to like green color. Yes, A is going to like green color and A is senior to G. A is senior to G means it should be above. Yes. Now anyway A can't come here. Why? Means this is red color. So A can't come here. So definitely A should come here. If A is going to come here, it's very clear that A is going to like green color. Yes. So this is going to be green color. Next, C does not have highest post. C does not have highest post. So C will not come here. If C can't come here, definitely this is going to be C. Yes. If this is C, we are left with only 1%. What is that person? We are left with one company, that is nothing but D. So this is going to be company D, and we are left with one color. What is that color? We have red, blue, white, black. I think we are missing black. So this is going to be black color. Okay. So this should be our answer. Is it clear? So managing director company D and red color, general manager company A and green color, deputy general manager company F and yellow color, and next manager company B blue color, assistant manager company G orange color, and PO company C black color, clerk, company E, white color. Now this is very simple one. I don't think this is like moderate level question also. Very easy question. You have complete information. Just you have to arrange them in a proper order. That's it. Okay. Now based upon this, we have some questions. Let us look at those questions. Who likes black color? Who is going to like black color? Look here. Who is liking black color? PO, who is working in company C. Yes or no? Look here. The one who is the PO. PO is going to like black color. Okay. PO is liking black color. Next one. How many persons have post lower than A? Post lower than A. Lower than A, how many posts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? So total we are having how many posts means 5 posts we are having lower than A. Who has the designation of a deputy general manager? Designation of deputy general manager. Deputy general manager whose designation? Whose designation is F, and he is going to like yellow color. Yes or no? So what is given? Yes. This is nothing but F. Okay. Next, how many persons are there who have their post in between D and the one who likes orange color? D and one who likes orange color. This is like orange color and this is D. How many are there posts between 1, 2, 3? So we are having 3 posts. Yes or no? So we are having total 3 posts. How many posts? 3 posts we have. Next one. What is the next question? Which of the following pair of name designation color is correct? Name designation color. D general manager yellow. Look, D general manager wrong answer. Next, B assistant manager wrong answer. EPO wrong answer. Next, A general manager yes. A general manager green color. Yes, it is satisfying. A general manager green color satisfying. So this would be the correct combination. Okay. So if you observe, this is like easy level question. You can solve these 5 questions very easily, and you need something like 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes and not more than that. You can easily solve this question. Okay. So we have one more question. This question is from seating arrangement. Okay. Even now you can pause the video. You can try it by your own and check whether you are able to get the answer or not. If you are going to get the answer, in how much time you are going to get the answer, even it is very important. Okay. Look, certain number of persons are sitting in a row, all are facing in the north direction. Certain number of persons it is said, but how many persons we don't have information, and all of them are facing towards north direction. Okay. So let us solve this question. Even you can also pause the video if you want, and you can try it by your own. Okay. So total how many persons we don't have any information, and all of them are facing towards north direction. M sits third to the left of N. So M is sitting third to the left of N. 5 people sit between MK. So there are like 5 persons sitting between MK. Okay. Now we are going to get 2 possibilities here. Okay. MK, there are like 5 persons between. Let us say this is M. Let us say this is M. If this is M, we need 5 persons between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is going to be K. Okay. 5 persons sit between M and K. Similarly, one more possibility is, let us say this is going to be K. 5 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So 5 persons, and this is going to be M. Okay. 5 persons sit between M and K. So like 2 possibilities, M 5 persons K or K 5 persons M. Both of them are possible. Next we have one more statement. M sits third to left of N. M sits third to left of N, which means this should be N. If this is N, first left, second left, third left. M sits third to the left of N. Similarly here also, M sits third to the left of N, which means this should be N. If this is N, first left, second left, third left. M sits third to the left of N. Next one, S sits second to the right of O. S sits second to the right of K. S sits second to the right of K. But where is S? Where is K? Look here, we have already K. S sits second to the right of K. If this is K, S is going to sit second right, it seems. First right, second right. S sits second to the right of K. Similarly here also, if this is K, first right, second right. S sits second to the right of K. Next, O sits fifth to the right of R, who is an immediate neighbor of M. R is an immediate neighbor of M. So immediate neighbor means it can be immediate left or immediate right. Both of them are possible. So either R can sit here or R can sit here. Okay. Why means R is immediate neighbor of M. Similarly, R can sit here or R can sit here. Both of them are like possible. And what it is said? It is said that O sits fifth to the right of R. Let us say this is R. O should sit fifth right. First right, second right, third right, fourth right, fifth right. Yes, it is possible. Yes or no? Now similarly, if this is R, first right, second right, third right, fourth right, fifth right, not possible. Which means R can't sit here. R can sit here and O is going to be fifth right. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. O sits fifth to the right of R. Okay. Similarly, here also check. If this is R, fifth right. First right, second right, third right, fourth right, fifth right. Yes, this is possible. O sits fifth to the right of R. Similarly, if this is R, even it is possible. Yes or no? So we are going to get two possibilities. So we are supposed to write down one more possibility also. Okay. I am writing down one more possibility. Look here. K, one place, yes. And again we have two places. This place is like empty and this is going to be M. And 1, 2, 3, this is N. And if this is going to be R, actually we took this as R. Why means R is neighbor of M. If this is going to be R, it is said that O is going to sit fifth to the right of R. So first right, second right, third right, fourth right, fifth right. Yes, this is going to be O. Okay. O sits fifth to the right of R. Just a minute. This is this one, and here it is going to be who? This is going to be N. Okay. So this is M, this is R. Just a minute. If this is M, one place R is going to sit, one place gap, and this is going to be N. O sits fifth right of R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So O is going to sit fifth to the right of R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it clear? We got two possibilities. That is the reason we have noted down the two possibilities. O is, what is that statement? O sits fifth to the right of R, R who is the immediate neighbor of M. Done. L sits second to the left of O. L sits second left of O. This is O. L should sit second left. First left, second left. L sits second to the left of O. Similarly here also. First left, second left. This is L. Here also, if this is O, first left, second left. This is L. L sits second to the left of O. Next one. O is not immediate neighbor of N. Look here. Here O is immediate neighbor of N. O is immediate neighbor of N. But it is said that O is not immediate neighbor of N. Yes or no? Here it is very clearly said that O is not immediate neighbor of N. But here O is immediate neighbor of N. Here also O is immediate neighbor of N. Here O is not immediate neighbor of N. Which means this is wrong possibility, this is wrong possibility. This is going to be the right possibility. Okay. Next, number of people sit between R and L is the same as the number of people sit to the right of O. Number of people sit between RL. Between RL, how many people are sitting? 2 people are sitting. Number of people sitting between RL is the same as number of people sitting to the right of O. Right of O, how many persons should sit? 2 persons. Why means between RL we have 2 persons. So right of O we need 2 persons. Okay. So this is going to be our final answer. Okay. That is K, 1 place gap, S, 3 places gap, M, R, 1 place gap, N, L, 1 place gap, O, and you have 2 places. Total how many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes or no? Just a minute. Total how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So total we have like 15. Between RL we have 2 and there after O we have like 2 places. Okay. Let us look at the options. What is the first question? How many people are sitting in the given row? How many people are sitting in the given row means we got total 15 persons. Yes or no? We got total 15 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. We got total 15 persons here. And anything we have left out, M sits, 5 people sit between, everything was done, I think. Okay. Next one. What is next one? If Q sits between R and N, then what is the position of S with respect to Q? Q sits between R and N. Q is going to sit between R and N. Then what is the position of S with respect to Q? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. 6th to the left of Q. Yes or no? 6th to the left of Q. 6th to the left. If Q sits between R and N, what is the position of S with respect to Q? Means 6th to the left of Q. Okay, we are getting it as 6th to the left. Look here, if this is Q, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. 6th to the left. Next one. Who has the designation of, just a minute. What is next question? The number of people sit to the left of S is same as the number of people sit to the right of. Number of people sit to the left of S. Number of people sit to the left of S, how many? 1, 2. Number of people sit to the left of S is same as number of people sit to the right of who? Right of O. Yes or no? Right of O. So right of O, which is going to be option 3. Is it clear? Why means number of people sit to the left of S is same as the number of people sit to the right of who is asking. Number of people sit to the left of S is how many people are sitting? 2 people are sitting. So right of O, there are 2 people are sitting. So same. Yes or no? That is the reason our answer is going to be O. Okay. Next one. What about next question? How many people sit between O and K? How many people sit between O and K? So this is O, this is K. Yes. So how many people are there? Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 persons are there. Yes or no? So 11 persons. So answer is going to be 11. Even this one is also easy level to moderate level question. You can solve this question also very easily in examination. But you have to note down the possibilities. Without noting down the possibilities, if you are going to do this in examination, unfortunately, if you are not reading the possibilities, after reading the question, finally you will come to know that whatever the possibility you have written, this is going to be a wrong possibility. That is the reason whenever you are trying to solve questions from seating arrangement or puzzles, if you are having possibilities, write the possibilities simultaneously. If you write the possibilities simultaneously, then it is very easy for you. Even after elimination also, you will have the answer. But if you are not going to do that, then obviously you are going to trouble in the examination. Okay. Let us look at the next one. So we have one more question, and this question is based upon puzzles. Okay. You can pause the video, you can try it and say what is the answer for this question. Okay. You can just try it and say what is the answer. We have 10 boxes, it seems. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I and J are placed one above the other in an particular order. Box number 1 is in the top and box number 10 is in the bottom. Okay. So box number 1 is going to be in the top, it seems, and box number 10 is going to be in the bottom, it seems. Okay. Now based upon the given information, we are supposed to solve the question. So total we have how many boxes? 10 boxes. Total we have 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and this is 10. Okay. So total we are going to have how many boxes? Means 10 boxes. Box number 1 is in the top. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and this is going to be 10. Okay. So box number 10 is going to be in the bottom. Now what it is said? It is said that they are arranged in a particular order, it was said, and first statement is there are 3 boxes between box A and box B. 3 boxes between box A, box B. So we have 3 boxes between box A and box B. But where is box A, where is box B? We don't have any information. Okay. Box I is placed on the even numbered position. Box I is placed in even number position, it seems. Now even number position, box I is going to be placed in the even number position. But where exactly we does not know. But box I is going to be placed in the even number position. Box J is immediately above F and immediately below C. Look here. Box J is immediately above F. Okay. Box J is immediately above F and immediately below C. Box J is immediately below C. C, J, F, this should be the order. But where exactly C, J, F are going to come? We don't have proper information regarding that. Okay. But C, J, F should be the order. Box J is immediately above F and immediately below C. Next, box G is placed between box D and box H. Box G is placed between box D, box H. So box G is placed between box D, box H. Yes or no? But whether it is DH or HD, we don't have any information. That is the reason box G is placed between box D, box H. There are 3 boxes between box D, box I. So we have 3 boxes between box D, box I. Okay, 3 boxes between box D and box I. There are 3 boxes between box D, box I. Box B is neither on the top nor on the bottom. Box B is not going to be in the top, not going to be in the bottom. Box B is not going to be in the top and box B is not going to be in the bottom also. Okay. Box B neither on the top nor on the bottom. Box F is at 9th position. Look here. Box F is at 9th position. Box F is going to be in the 9th position, it seems. Box F is going to be in the 9th position. Box G is immediately above box H. Box G is, look here, box G is going to be immediately above H. Box G is going to be immediately above H means now definitely D should be above G. Yes or no? D should be above G. But immediately above or above, we don't have any information. But GH, both of them should come together. Okay. This is the information. Now, based upon this information, we need to solve the question. Okay. Based upon this information. Now, observe here. Once we know that 9th one is F, I already know this is F, J, C. Yes or no? So, if this is F, this is going to be J, this is going to be C. Why means we already have information regarding this C, J, F. So, I already know this is F. So, this is J, this is going to be C. Now, look at the possibilities. If you look at the possibility, it is said that there are 3 boxes between A and B. So, we have 3 boxes between A, B and there are 3 boxes between D, I also. We have 3 boxes between D, I also. Okay. We have 3 boxes between D, I and 3 boxes between A, B. Okay. Let us say this is, anyway, B can't come here. Let us say this is A. I am assuming it. Okay. If this is A, 3 boxes and it should be B. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3 and this should be B. Okay. This is possible. Okay. This is one possibility. Let us say this is going to be A. If this is A, 1, 2, 3 and this is going to be B. Even this is also possible. Anyway, this can be A, this can be A. Why means if this is A, 1, 2, 3, this will be B, not possible. If this is A, 1, 2, 3, this will be B, not possible. Yes or no? Now, anyway, if this is A, 1, 2, 3, this will be B. Again, this is possible. Yes or no? Now, observe here carefully. Either A, if A comes here, B should come here. Or else if A comes here, B should come here. Or else if A is going to come here. If A is going to come here, 1, 2, 3, this should be B. But here B should not come. Yes or no? Which means A will not come here. Is that clear? A will not come here. Okay? A will not come here. Now observe carefully. Which means either this should be the possibility or this should be the possibility. But which is the correct possibility? We don't have information regarding that. Okay? Now I am taking the possibility here. Let us say this is going to be A. If this is A, 1, 2, 3 and this is going to be B. This is one possibility. Okay, this is one possibility. And let us say this is going to be A. We got 2 possibilities, so you have to be very careful. Okay. Just a minute. Let us say this is going to be A. Let us say this is A. If this is going to be A, if this is going to be A, now what happened? 1, 2, 3 and this is going to be B. So this is one possibility. So if this is A, 1, 2, 3, this is B. If this is A, 1, 2, 3, this is going to be B. Now as per statement, I should be even number. I can be here, I can be here, I can be here, I can be here. We have like 3 boxes between I, D. We have 3 boxes between I, D. And we know that D should be above G. Yes or no? D should be above G. And GH, both of them should come immediately. Now observe here carefully. If GH should come immediately means anyway GH can't come here. Why means GH should come immediately? So either GH should come here or GH should come here or GH should come here. Yes. Now observe carefully. Now let us say example, as per the question, 3 boxes between DI. Yes or no? 3 boxes between DI. If this is I, anyway, if this is I, we need 3 boxes, 1, 2, 3 boxes, and this should be D. Okay, this is possible. Yes or no? Why means if this is A, I should be in even number. This is I, 1, 2, 3, and this is D. Okay, it is possible. And we have like GH. We have like GH immediately. GH should come immediately. Now GH is going to come here. Yes, GH is going to come here. But if we observe, if GH is going to come here, as per the question, D should be above G. But look, D is coming below G, which means this is going to be a wrong possibility. Okay, that is not possible. Let us say if this is A, this is going to be B. Okay. Now instead of taking I here, if I take I here, then what happen? If this is I, 3 place and it should be D. 1, 2, 3, and this should be D. Now this is also not possible. Yes or no? So I can't come here. Why means if this is I, 1, 2, 3, this should be D. Not possible. If this is I, 1, 2, 3, it is not possible. Let us say if this is I, 1, 2, 3, this is D, it's possible. Yes or no? If this is I, this is going to be D, it's possible. But if you observe here, this is A, this is B. Yes or no? Now what you can do, let us say this is I. If this is I, and okay, this is not possible. Yes or no? This is not possible. This is also not possible. Now what should be the possibility? Now according to the question, B, D, we need like 3% between D and I. 3% between D and I means if this is D, this is going to be I. Yes or no? Where if I is going to come here, D is coming down, it's not possible. So if this is I, let us say this is I. If this is going to be I, just take it this as a possibility. If this is I, 3%, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be D. Yes, now this is possible. Yes. Similarly, let us say this is A. Now A, 3% B, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be B. Yes. Yes. Now this is going to give your answer. Okay. Yes. This condition is satisfied. Look here, condition is satisfied. And we have GH, and anyway D should be above G, okay, our condition satisfied. Now observe here carefully, as per our condition, A can come in the first place, so 3 place between A, B, so if this is A, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be B, condition satisfied. Yes, 3 boxes between D, B, so if this is D, 1, 2, 3, this is going to be I, here I can be in the even number, even this is okay. And GH should be immediately, so we have GH immediately, and above G should be D. Yes, above G it is D. Now finally you are left with what? You are left with A, B, C, D, E. E is missing, I think. So this is going to be E. Okay. Actually, even this question is also little easy only, but you have like possibilities. You have to manage the possibility. So where it was there. So once you are able to manage the possibility and if you are able to eliminate the wrong possibilities, then obviously you can get the answer. Okay. So this is going to be your answer. Now let us solve the questions based upon this. Which box is placed on the top? So which box is placed on the top means A. Yes or no? Next, which of the following box is placed in the position number 3? Position number 3, which box? G. Yes or no? Position number 3, which box means G. Which of the following box is placed immediately below I? Immediately below I. What? Box number C. Yes, box C is placed immediately below I. Okay. Next one. 4 among the 5 are alike in a certain way. We need to find the odd one. What is the odd one? G, B, C, J, F. G, B, C, J, F. Now if you observe, G odd number, B odd number, C odd number, F odd number. But J is even number. Yes or no? So J is going to be odd. Why means J is even number? So J is going to be even number. Next one. What is the box number of box H? Box H number is going to be what? 4. So this is going to be our answer. So once you are able to solve this, then automatically marking these answers will be very simple. But solving that is going to be very, very important. Okay. Let us look at the next one. So we have one more question. Okay. And this question is also puzzle. You can solve this question. You can just try it and solve it whether you're able to get the answer or not. Okay. There are 10 persons, namely J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S and T, and they stay in 5-floor building. The bottom floor is number 1 and the top floor number 5. Each floor of building has 2 flats, namely flat A and flat B. Flat A is to the west of flat B. Flat A of floor 2 is immediately above the flat A of floor 1 and immediately below the flat A of floor 3. And flat B of floor 2 is immediately above the flat B of floor 1 and immediately below the flat B of floor 3. It is similar for all the other floors. Okay. Let us look at this question. So this is like question based upon puzzle. Okay. So we have total how many persons? 10 persons. And how many floors? 5 floors. Each floor we are going to have 2 flats. Okay. It is said that each floor of the building has 2 flats, namely flat A and flat B. Flat A is to the west of flat B. Okay. And it is said that topmost floor is number 1 and the bottom floor is number 1 and the top floor is number 5. Okay. So this is 5, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2 and this is going to be 1. Okay. And it is said that A is going to be west of B. Yes or no? A is going to be west of B. Flat A, each of the building has 2 flats, A and B. Flat A is to the west of flat B. Yes or no? So if this is B, B west is what? A. So flat A is to the west of flat B. Now flat A you are going to have 5 and flat B you are going to have 5. Okay. Very clearly it was mentioned. Okay. Now what is the first statement? Your first statement. Here the same flat type means if one person stays in flat A, then other person also stays in flat A. Look here, whenever they say same flat, if one person is staying in flat A, other person also should stay in the flat A, it seems. If they are staying in the same flat type. Okay. Now first statement, Q stays in flat A on an odd number floor but not the topmost floor. So Q is going to stay in odd number floor in flat A but not on the topmost floor. So topmost floor means obviously Q will not stay here. Q should stay in the odd number, which means here it is possible, even here it is possible. Yes or no? So Q is going to stay in flat A. So look here, flat A of an odd number floor, only on odd number, and does not stay on the topmost floor. So in the topmost floor Q will not stay. Okay. Next, what is the next statement? There are 2 floors between N and R. So we have 2 floors between N and R. So there are 2 floors between N and R. But actually where is N, where is R? We don't have any information. So let's wait. Next, J stays just above Q. J is going to stay just above Q. So J is going to stay just above Q means if this is Q, J should stay either here, or if this is Q, J should stay either here. But where exactly J is going to stay, we does not know. J can stay either here or J can stay either here. Whether it is in the same floor or in a different floor, even we don't have information regarding that also. But it is said that J stays above Q. This is the only information we have. Okay, J stays above Q. Next, S and N are in different flat types on different floors. S and N are in different flats on different flats, they are saying S and N. Okay, and it said that S stays on the topmost floor. So S is going to stay on the topmost floor. So S is going to stay on the topmost floor means S should either come here or S should either come here. But where exactly S is going to come, we don't know. S is going to stay on the topmost floor. Now it is said that SN will stay on the different floors. If S is going to stay here, then N should stay here. Yes or no? Yes. Why means SN should stay in the different floors. S and N should be opposite. Yes, S and N should be opposite. If S stays here, N should stay here. If S stays here, N should stay here. But where exactly, we don't know. Okay. We have one statement here. There are 2 floors between N and R. We have 2 floors between N and R. But where is N, we don't have. And look here, it is said that N and R stay in the same flat type. N, R is going to stay in the same flat type, which means either they should be in flat A or they should be in flat B, where NR is going to be on the same flat, and there are two floors between them, two floors, which means let us say this is N, 1, 2, this is going to be 1, 2, this is going to be R. If this is N, 1, 2, this is going to be R, it's possible. But where exactly N is going to come, we don't have information regarding this as of now. Okay. Next one, S stays in the topmost floor. There is no one to the east of R. So no one to the east of R. So no one to the east of R means definitely we can say that R is going to be there in B only. Yes. If R is in B, automatically N also should be in B. Why means it is very clear that N and R stay in the same flat. Yes or no? Which means S can't come here. Why means R and N, both of them are going to stay here. Yes or no? R, N, both of them are going to stay here. They are going to stay in the in flat B. So obviously S can't stay. Why means N is staying. So S should stay opposite. S should stay opposite means now S should be in the topmost floor. So S is going to come here. Okay. But where N is going to come, as of now we don't have any information. Between N, R we have two floors. That is the information we have. Next, M is to the northeast of L. So M is going to be in the northeast of L, it seems. So M is going to be in the northeast of L, but we don't have information about this. So let us wait for the statement. Next one, N and R stay in the same flat type. Okay, anyway we know that. P stays on the one of the floors below Q. P stays one of the floors below Q means if this is Q, P should stay below, but not possible. So this can't be Q. Definitely this is going to be Q. Yes or no? If this is Q, in the question it is very clearly said that what it is said, J stays above Q. Yes or no? J stays above Q. Now J stays above Q means either J can stay here or J can stay here. Why means in the same flat or different flat we does not know. J can come here or J can come here. Now it is said that what? P stays on one of the floors below Q. Yes, so P stays one of the floor below Q means either P can come here or P can come here. But whether in the same flat or in the different flat we don't have any information. P stays one of the floor below Q but not immediately below. So P is not going to stay immediately below, which means P can't come here. Either P should come here or P should come here. Why means not immediately below, it seems. Next, R floor is just above the floor of S. R floor is just above, R floor is just below the floor of S. Look here, R floor is just below the floor of S. This is S. Below S, R floor, it seems. We know that R is going to be in flat B. Yes or no? Now below S, R means definitely I can say that in this position R should come. Yes or no? In this position R should come. If this is R, two floors gap and we need N. Yes or no? So this should be the position of N. Now look here. If this is N, obviously P is going to sit here only. Why means P have this floor or this floor. But now this is N. So obviously this is going to be P. Okay, now this is R. If this is R, then obviously this is going to be J. Why means J can come here or here, I told. But this is occupied by R. So definitely this is going to be J. Okay, next, M does not stay on the 5th floor. M is not going to stay on the 5th floor. If M does not stay on 5th floor, M should stay somewhere here or here. Yes or no? Next, T stays below K. So T is going to stay below K. We are left with one more. M is to the northeast of L. M is to the northeast of L. Now look here. If this is L, this is north, this is east. Yes or no? Northeast means this position. So M is to the northeast of L. Now M is not in the 5th floor. Okay. Now we have like T stay below K. So T should stay below K. So T should stay below K means if this is K, below K, T should stay. Yes. So T stay below K. So this is going to be our answer. Is it clear? Now even this question is also easy level to moderate level question. You can solve this question. Once if you are going to read the information properly, you just need to arrange them. Okay. So this will be our final arrangement. So once if you are going to get the arrangement, then automatically getting answers will be very, very simple. Now let us look at the question. Who stay to the west of M? So to the west of M, who is staying? Q. Yes or no? So answer for this is going to be Q. How many floors are there between TK? Between TK, how many floors are there? This is T, this is K. How many floors are there between? We have two floors. Yes or no? So we have 2 floors. Who stays second above L on same type of flat as that of L? Second above. So we need second above L. L second above same type. 1, 2. So 2 places above, that is nothing but who? J. So answer for this question is going to be J. Okay. Next, who stays immediately below K? Who is going to stay immediately below K? Immediately below K? R, J. Yes or no? Anyway, we don't have J, this is going to be R. Why means whether it is same flat or different flat, they did not ask, that is the reason. Which pair of persons stays on 4th floor? So on 4th floor, which pair? JR. JR are staying. Yes or no? JR, which is going to be option 4. Is it clear? So JR is going to be our answer. So even this is like moderate level question. If you are going to understand the question, you can solve this question very easily in examination. Okay. Let us look at next question. So we have one more question, and this question is based upon seating arrangement. Okay. Read the question carefully and try to mark the answer. Okay. Look at the question. There are 9 persons, namely J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. They all are sitting in a row. Some are facing north and some are facing south. The person facing in the same direction means that if one person is in the north direction, then other also faces the north direction. If a person are facing opposite direction means if one is facing north, other person should face south direction. Okay, leave all those things. The number of persons facing south is more than the number of persons facing north. So persons who are facing south is more when compared to persons who are facing north, it seems. Okay. The one who is sitting in the middle of the row is facing north direction. Okay. The person sitting on extreme ends are facing in opposite direction. Okay. So we have information. So let us solve this question based upon the given information. Okay. So let us solve this. So in this question we have like combination. Some are facing north, some are facing south. So you have to be very careful. Total how many persons means? Total we have like 9 persons, and it's very clearly said that middle person is going to face towards north direction. Yes or no? The one who is sitting in the middle of the row is going to face north direction. Okay. Let us say this person is sitting in the middle and this person is going to face towards north direction. Totally we have 9 persons. So right we need 4 persons, left we need 4 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 persons. Even on the left hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 persons on the left, 4 persons on the right. So totally we have like 9 persons. Is it clear? Next, what is the next statement? It is said that the one who is in the middle of the row, okay, the person sitting at extreme end faces opposite direction. So whoever is sitting at extreme end, the persons who are going to sit at extreme end, they are going to face opposite directions. But as of now, which direction they are facing, we don't have. Next, J is on one of the extreme ends. J is on one of extreme end means whether J is sitting here or J is sitting there, we don't know. So we have to write both the possibilities. Okay. So that is the reason I am writing one more possibility. Both the possibilities we are supposed to write. So I am writing one more possibility. J is sitting at extreme end. Whether this end or this end, we don't know. The person sitting second to the right of one who is on the extreme left end is facing opposite to one who is sitting on extreme left end. Look here. It is said that the person sitting second to the right of the one who is sitting on the extreme left end. This is extreme left end. Yes or no? This is extreme left end. It is said that the person sitting second to the right of one who is sitting at the extreme left end. Second to the right means this is going to be second right, which means this person is going to face towards north direction. Yes. Now for this extreme left, second right, first right, second right. This is going to be second right. It is said that the person sitting on extreme end, what is said that the person sitting second to the right of the one who is on the extreme left end is facing to the one who is sitting on, is facing opposite to one who is sitting on extreme left end. Opposite means if this is north, now this fellow should face towards south. But who is this fellow? We does not know. Okay. Similarly, this one also. If this fellow is facing north, now second right means this fellow should face towards south. But who are these fellows? We does not know. Okay. Next, facing opposite direction, sitting to the extreme left hand. Okay. Next, N faces in the north direction. N is going to face towards north direction. But where is N? We don't have any information, so keep that. N is going to face in the north direction. The person sitting on the extreme right end faces south direction. Extreme right hand person should face towards south, it seems. So this fellow is going to face towards south direction. Even this fellow is also going to face towards south direction. But who is that person? Here we don't know. Here we know that is nothing but J. Okay. It is said that what it is said that the person sitting at extreme end faces south direction. Next, two persons are sitting between N and Q. So two persons sit between N and Q. But as of now, where is N, where is Q? We don't have any information. Two persons sit between N and Q. Next, P is sitting immediately to the right of J. Look at this is J. J immediate right is nothing but P. Why mean J is facing towards north direction. Here J immediate right, as J is facing towards south, right is nothing but our left. J immediate right is who it seems? P. Yes or no? So it is said that P is sitting immediately to the right of J and faces opposite direction of J. Means P is facing opposite direction of J. P is facing opposite direction of J. So J is facing north, P should face towards south. J is facing south, P should face towards north. Okay. So P is going to face opposite direction to that of J. Okay. Next, K is sitting third from the left end. K is going to sit third from left end. So this is left end. From left end third position K it seems. From left end third position K it seems. K is going to sit third from left end. Q is sitting in the middle of the row. So Q is going to sit in the middle of the row. So this is going to be Q. Q is going to sit in the middle of the row. Okay. Now look here. We have one statement. Two persons are sitting between N and Q. Two persons sitting between N and Q. If this is Q, two persons N, not possible. If this is Q, two persons N, this is possible. Similarly, if this is Q, two persons N possible. If this is Q, two persons N not possible. So this is possible. Two persons and this is going to be N. Okay. So two persons N, it is possible. Next, what is the next statement? Next it is said that two persons sit between N and Q. It is already completed, and we know that Q is going to sit in the middle of the row. J does not face south direction. J is not going to face south. But if you observe here, unfortunately in this possibility, J is facing towards south direction. But in the question it is said that J is not going to face towards south. If J is not facing south means J should face towards north, which means this is the right possibility, this is the wrong possibility. So eliminate this. Okay. R is near to N. R is near to N. R is near to N means this is N, which means R should sit here or R should sit here. We have two possibility. R can come here or R can come here. R is near to N. Three persons are sitting between K and L. So three persons are going to sit between K and L. Look at this is K. Three persons, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be L. Now this is L, so R can't come here. Definitely this should be the position of R. So R is going to come here. Okay. Next what it is said. Three persons sit between K and L, and both are facing the same direction. So it is said that K, L, both of them should face same direction. K is facing south, so L also should face towards south. Okay. K, L, both of them are going to face same direction. Next, immediate neighbors of Q are facing opposite direction. Immediate neighbors of Q should face opposite direction, which means if one person is facing north, another person should face towards south. But what direction they are facing as of now, we don't know. Okay. Next, O and N is facing in the same direction, and there is only one person between O and N. Only one person between O and N. So O and N, only one person. And it is said that O and N, both of them are going to face same direction. Yes or no? O and N should face same direction. Look here, N is facing north direction. N is going to face north direction. If N is facing north direction, look here, we have statement. N is facing north. If N is facing north, O also should face north direction. Yes or no? Why means O and N, both of them are facing same direction. If O is facing north direction, Q neighbor should face opposite. If this is north, then this should be south direction. Yes or no? Now finally we got the answer, and the person left out. J, K, L, M. M is left out. So this should be the position of M. And in the question it is very clearly said that south facing persons will be more. So this is south, this is south, this is south, this is south, and this is also south. So if you observe here, how many persons are there south facing means 5 persons are facing towards south and 4 persons are facing towards north. And this is going to be a wrong possibility. Okay. This is also very simple question. If you are able to read the question properly, and if you are going to note down both the possibilities, then you can solve this question very easily in examination. Okay. So this is our final answer. So let us solve questions based upon this. Look here. What is the first question? Who is sitting third to left of K? Third to left of K. This is K. K is facing towards south. Left is same as our right. Third left. First, second, third. Third left is going to be who? O. So O is going to be our answer. Okay. Third to left of K. So third to left of K is nothing but O. Okay. So this is K. Third left. First, second, third left. So answer is going to be O. How many persons are not facing north? How many persons are not facing north means 5 persons. Why means we came to know that 5 persons are facing towards south. Yes or no? Next, who is sitting third from right end? Third from right end. From right end third 1, 2, 3. So answer is going to be L. Yes or no? Third from right end L. How many persons are sitting to the left of L? How many persons are sitting to the left of L? L is facing towards south direction. Yes or no? Left means our right side. Okay. How many persons are sitting to the left of L means 2 persons are sitting. Don't forget here it's a combination of north and south. So you have to be very careful. How many persons are sitting to the left of L means L is facing towards south. Now left is nothing but our right side. So how many persons are sitting means 2 persons are sitting. Yes or no? So answer for this is going to be 2 persons. How many persons are sitting to the left of L? 2 persons. Which of the following pair of name face direction is correct? L north, look, L is facing south, wrong answer. Yes or no? M south, M is facing towards south. Yes, this is right. M south is going to be right answer. If you want, you can check the remaining. Anyway, it's going to be wrong answer. K north. K is north, wrong answer. Yes or no? So anyway, we got the right answer. So we can say M south is going to be right answer. That is person and direction facing. So M is facing south direction. Yes, M is going to face towards south direction. Yes or no? So this is going to be our answer. So if you observe here, these are the 40 questions that came in examination. Out of this, truly speaking, so many questions are like easy to medium level questions only. Maybe if you observe here, some questions, that is especially with respect to puzzles, maybe sometimes there is a chance of time consuming in examination. So you need to be smart enough to decide which questions you are supposed to solve first and which questions you are supposed to solve last, so that you can save time in examination. Why means in examination getting answer is not important, but in how much time you are going to get the answer is very important. If you are going to practice more and more examples, then obviously you can save lot of time in seating arrangement puzzles. Why means seating arrangement puzzles, they don't have any proper shortcuts. Yes or no? We don't have proper shortcuts. As we don't have proper shortcuts, it's very complicated if you're not going to practice them daily. If you're going to practice daily, then it's going to be very easy for you in examination. That is the reason I request each and every student who is preparing for bank examination, every day you have to practice seating arrangement puzzles. Why means once if you know the approach, how to solve questions from seating arrangement and puzzles, it's like practice. If you're practicing more number of examples, then easily you can score good number of marks in the limited time. If you're not going to practice, you're going to get the answer, but that is not useful for competitive examinations. For competitive examinations, you have to run with time. If you need to run with time means obviously practice is going to play a vital role. Okay, and for this, whatever the questions we have solved, if you want PDF material for this, join our Telegram group. So Chandan Logics Telegram group, description we have provided the link. So you can just go there and you can join there and you can download PDF from there. And don't forget to share our videos with all your friends who are preparing for competitive exams. Why means we are going to deal our videos completely in English medium. As we have told you earlier, complete English medium videos are going to come, and we are going to come across with more and more videos in upcoming days, and we are going to share our knowledge with you. So don't forget to share with all your friends and family members who are preparing for competitive exams, and try to support us.